And hello, how y'all doing today? So, on this little video on Conserva Nerd, I am wanting to talk about agreeability. Agreeability is something, and people pleasing in general, something that I've actually had to think about a lot. I generally have been a people pleaser in my life, someone who's always trying to make everybody happy and do what I have to do to make other people smile and feel secure. And find out it's really unhealthy. It's really just it wasn't good for me. It didn't help my life. It didn't help anything, and I had to do a lot of thoughts about that. See, I'm raised in the South. I'm from Texas, and traveled all over the South. And there's a big thing down here in Southern hospitality now. That's why I love the South. I love Southern hospitality. I love that people are polite. Like you go up north, people don't say hello to you. They don't greet you. They don't. It's people just pass by each other. In the South, man, you'll walk down the street, you'll say hi to everybody. Sometimes you'll sit and talk. Like, yeah, I do love that about our culture, and it's something that I couldn't imagine living without. But that being said, with the you know with the Southern hospitality comes this idea that being honest and being truthful is rude. Like the whole don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I mean, yes, there you can say things with tact. There are ways that you can be truthful without being a dick and without being a jerk about it. I mean, that is definitely a thing. But a hard truth is always better than a beautiful lie. I mean, when people are agreeable with other people, it's because they don't want to hurt them. They don't want to hurt their feelings. When you agree with everybody, I've dated girls like this that whoever they're around, that's who they are. Like, we'll go, we'll go to this party and they're a hardcore gangbanger, and this party and they're a peace-loving hippie, and this party, and it's just their personality changes for who they're around. And I mean, everyone that's honestly good social skills, no problem there. But the fact is, if you agree with everything, occasionally you're agreeing things with which you disagree with. And you get into this point that you're just not being honest with yourself, you're not being honest with others, and you're constantly telling lies. When you tell everyone what they want to hear, you're not telling somebody the truth. And lies can cause pain, they can cause suffering, they can cause a lot of stuff, man. It's not a small thing. Like I'm not saying everybody tells a lie or something, but like making your personality and who you are at the core of your person being to lie consistently just to get along and to get people to like you. And I've just had to do a lot of thought of this because I used to want people to like me, and I was just always doing what I could, to either impress or to, I wanted to be someone and that people liked. And then I got caught up in the whole cognitive dissonance because I was in a place to where I was doing things I wasn't okay with. And now I'm like, oh, and I'm trying, and then you get to this point that you're stuck in a lie because you've agreed your way into a fake, false reality that you thought you wanted, but when you get there, it's just there's nothing there that you want to be a part of. And so, I don't think that being an agreeable person makes you a good person. And I think that a lot in our culture, and we seem to demonize the people that people don't like, I guess, Milo would be a great, and now James Gunn is a big controversy, and it's, but there's something honorable about being yourself and being true and sticking up for what you believe and sticking up, and even if you don't agree, you can agree to disagree, and you can disagree without being a jerk. You can just disagree, and you can just say, hey, I disagree, I don't agree with that. And you don't even, if it's not that big of a deal, y'all don't even have to have conversations. Be like, yeah, I was studying. No, I guess, I don't agree. It's okay to not agree. Sometimes disagreeing when you're standing for your principles or you're standing for something that means something to you or that is a part of who you are is more honorable than agreeing to be nice and to be likable and to be, and people don't see it because you can see people's response, on their face when you agree with them, and you can see that they're happy, and you can't actually see the honor and the integrity that you gain when you stand up for a principle or something that you believe in. When you stand up for what you believe in, you'll probably have a sea of people making pretty disgusting faces at you, but there's a few people out there who are like watching and see what you do and then say, hey, like, that guy's sticking up for what he believes in. Like, good for him or good for her. Like, that person's being themselves. So, being true to yourself is honorable. It's admirable. And speaking your mind is not rude. It's not, it doesn't make you a bad person just because you and another person don't have the same agreement, have the same thoughts. And, and I'm not saying all agreeable or all people who, are bad people. I'm definitely not saying. I'm just saying they're not being honest with themselves, and so they, you end up getting into an identity chaos. Like when when you're in situations or you're standing, with people on principles that you don't 100% fundamentally agree with. It. You lose yourself and you lose your identity, and it's not a whole person. It doesn't feel good to not be true to yourself, and at the end of the day you have to sleep with yourself. So just respect yourself, respect what you feel, what you think, live your truth, and it's okay to disagree, and let it be. Either talk or don't talk. Don't be a dick, but find a way to get along. But getting along doesn't mean that I have to go along with every single thing that you try to tell me or people try to tell you that this is right, this is right. If it's not right for you, it's just not right for you, and you don't have to prove anything else other than that. Anyway, I hope this video gives some people some insight. I had to learn to not be a people pleaser because my whole life was going downhill while I'm trying to hold everyone else up. And I realized I can't do anything until I hold myself up. And then when I hold myself up, I can pull people up, But, I'm not getting anywhere throwing energy all over the place just so people can like you. And in the end, the second you disagree with something, they're not going to like you anyway. So what does it matter? So anyway, I hope someone found this empowering or maybe some truth in it. This is something I think about a lot because I do think about the hospitality thing. I definitely, there's a balance somewhere of trying to achieve, but I do want people to be able to speak their mind and to have discussions. And for people, I think that right now that's what we really need is people to talk to each other, to listen to each other, to hear each other out, and to stand up for what they believe in. So don't be afraid to take the steps that you need to in life to take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to speak your mind when you're thinking something different than what everybody else sees. It is not your job to make everybody in life happy. It is your job to take care of yourself, your loved ones, and build a home, take care of your family, take care of your friends. That is a responsibility. It's not take care of everybody, but if you can take care of yourself, everything else just kind of falls into place. All of a sudden you can help your friends without hurting yourself or your children or your spouse. You can simply have the abundance that you need. in order to take care of what needs to be taken care of. So I just really, if you are an agreeable person, there's nothing wrong with that, but really look into the benefits of, just being real and being true and being who you are rather than who people expect you to be, because it's much easier to be yourself than to live under the expectations. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Please hit the subscribe button if you like this content. I'll continue putting out videos. Hopefully soon I'll have some other things that I can add towards, putting a Patreon up and get some interviews coming with some very interesting people. So thank y'all very much, and I will see you soon. Conservative Nerd out.